Hey guys.
Well, I'm so full.
Yeah.
Y'all want, this is it right here.
He's about 9.5 months pregnant.
Catching her. I told him to catch
her. So, welcome back to our channel. I'm Cheryl.
This me.
And this is Michael. Make sure you click the subscribe button below. And
I do got a neck. I know y'all might not see it, but I got a neck. And
the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Our channel is about everything.
I do look like Mr. Brown from
right here. I guess it would be like lifestyle content, family vlogs, hauls.
Our channel?
Caring for a child with special needs.
That's a different channel.
This is our channel.
Oh, I thought you do the Easter thing, a different channel. I'm sorry. How y'all doing? Woo, I'm full.
Pray for him, y'all. Pray for him.
Full. Yeah, if I showed y'all the plate I had, ooh.
Yeah. He had tacos.
Nacho taco night.
Yeah.
And it ain't even Tuesday.
That is, we miss Cinco de Mayo Taco Tuesday.
With no Cinco.
Yeah. So tonight's video, because it's like after 10 o'clock, is going to be a continuance about age gap relationship.
Where do we stop at?
I don't know where we stopped at, but this edition will be about blended families. Yes. So, if you guys are new to the channel, if you click the link in our bio, I will.
The bio or your bio? The
bio that's attached to each video.
Is that your bio?
No, it's
I'm learning this video stuff.
I'll show you. So click the link in the bio to the link to our How We Met video.
We got to finish that, cause
so where do we leave off? We don't even know where we left off. I was trying to pull it up.
2 years ago.
No, it has not been 2 years. It ain't been 2 years.
Okay.
Anyway,
yeah, we have.
No, we have not.
Wait, this is 2020.
We started this last year.
Oh, I thought you may have been in the house.
We were in the house 3 years.
Too much food. Ooh.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna put a piece of tape until it's his turn.
I do have a neck. Some of y'all might just be coming on and say, that man ain't got no neck. It's a neck in there. It's small, but it's a neck.
We thought about doing this live, but of course, I never put out the announcement to say we were going to do a live. So maybe comment below what you want us to do a live on, and we could try to.
She don't always look like that with her hair.
Ooh, so. It's a struggle, y'all. I started to put a headscarf on, but it is what it is.
She tried it. It wouldn't even go on. It was like, no.
Anyways, so we're going to talk about how we became a blended family. So
everybody knows how you became.
Well, no, saying so our story of having a blended family.
Not how we became, because we know how you become a blended family.
Anyways, so I think I did mention in how we met, like what I prayed for. I said that I wanted someone either that didn't have kids or had grown kids.
And 3 strikes you out.
What does that mean?
Remember, I ain't see that on your paper.
I said it.
Oh, you said it. Okay.
No, I think I wrote it. I had to have written it.
I ain't never seen it. I've seen all the other ones.
Okay. That was my thing. Because even though, okay, let's back up.
Okay, thank you.
I have one son who is 19.
I have one son.
I will put the picture here for my son, little Mike. I'll put the picture over there.
3 daughters.
And he has 3 daughters.
All grown, and I have grandkids.
Yes.
I have grandkids older than her children.
Yes, you do. So when we met,
Did we talk about that though?
We didn't go there yet. So maybe we said something briefly. I don't know, y'all. Just listen. So
they probably saying hurry up and talk.
Well, you won't let me finish anything. So when we met, I think off the bat, like I knew he had kids. Like
not when I walk in the office.
Not the first day you walk. I'm saying when we started like communicating on the phone and stuff like that. Like I knew he had 4. No, I'm sorry. He had 3. Remember, it was 3 then.
No, it was
the
4.
other one wasn't confirmed until like a
wow.
few months after. We'll get into that in a second. So
we gonna sit here for that long? That's a long time to get to that part.
Well, okay, so I knew about 3, okay, when we started talking. So, you know, I'm like, oh, good, all his kids are grown. Because being a step parent is not easy. I've been married twice before. I think I said that in the last video, if not, but I have. The first time was literally like a couple months after I graduated high school, which was my son's father. And he had a 4-year-old. So even my second husband, he had a son and stuff. So it's not always easy depending on the dynamics of like the baby mamas or whatever. So I know it's a lot of drama that comes along with sometimes co-parenting. And I just didn't want to deal with it, to be honest. So fast, I was like, oh, yay. All his kids are grown. And then it was like, oh, you know how old my oldest daughter is? I'll put a picture.
Y'all
we were
think
the
I'm
same. No, you
sleep.
do look like you're asleep.
They probably think I'm asleep. I can't even sit up. I ain't sleep.
So his oldest daughter is
she ain't preaching like at church.
my age.
She's older than you.
She's older by 3 months.
Oh, she's still older.
She's older
with
by
twins.
3 months.
Who the oldest one to come out? Okay. She came out.
So
first.
that was kind of weird once I found out that we were like the same age. But
thinking about it,
it is weird. So, you know, I didn't, you know, I was like, it is what it is, whatever. One night I went to have dinner. We had like pizza or something at your apartment.
We did.
Yeah. I came over and, you know, I'm just, you know, I think that was like my first time ever coming over. So I'm, you know, being nosy, of course, like on the bookshelf. And I see like, oh, there's some pictures of some kids. I'm like, okay, these must be the kids. Yeah, and then I seen a picture of a girl in a wheelchair, right? And I was like, oh, who is that? Because it was a picture. I think you were standing by her. And he was like, that's my youngest daughter. And I was like, hold up, what? And he was just like, you know, she's had cerebral palsy. She's in a wheelchair. And at that point, she was at her mom's.
Yeah,
it was like, yeah, they were doing like trying to like work out a 50-50 or whatever. I don't know. So that was kind of different because I was like, he failed to.
Well, my situation is this. I'm not finna bring all this to the table because she had decided that, you know, well, let's be friends. Okay, then let's be friends. You know what I'm saying? Let's be friends.
But if you're friends.
I don't, especially with my children and closest me and 𝗖𝐸𝐴, that's my baby. I'm not finna just, even other young ladies before her that I had, you know, how would you say? Crushed on the sofa. I can't say that because kids, but anyway, that, you know, got involved with, a lot of them may never even meet my daughter because my thing was, if this just gonna be hit it and quit it, or, you know,
I was gonna be a hit it and quit it.
I don't know what you were gonna be at the time, because when I was coming to you, you was, I ain't ready for no relationship serious and da 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 da. Okay, then we can meet at Sonic's and eat pizza down the street. That's fine. I'm good with that. Life was great. Things were good. I'm working 2 days a week, still making $70,000-$80,000 a year. I was good. So I didn't feel it was a need to go into a deepness about me and my personal situation with life. When she came over, that was a big step for me because I wasn't inviting a whole lot of gals at my crib anyway. That's just me.
The girls you was smashing, they didn't come to your house. You smashed them somewhere else.
Yeah, some of them at their house, some of them at the hotel. Yeah. You have a lot of women just drop by. Oh, Mike, I was just in the neighborhood, want to see how you were doing. Besides Miss Crazy, but anyway.
Yes, she dropped by.
So, and that's what that situation was. You know, and I can understand, especially these days and time, I would advise all young men and young women. I'm sure a lot of you ladies out there that have young girls or young sisters up under your wing, you tell them, say that you meet a man, don't be quick to show him all your business and bring him around your kids. You bring a person around your kids when you feel like, okay, this is a serious situation.
And I've made that
elevate,
made that
and go to another level right now. And that's what my situation was. Okay, because a couple times she was talking about coming over. Well, where you stay at? Because she thought I was stalking her.
Yeah, I really did, y'all.
She thought I was stalking her.
Because literally, like,
I had a house on the street that she actually lived on.
It was so weird because I was like, when he asked me, he was like, where do you live? And I told him the name of the street. He was like, I used to live on that street. And I was like, this joker really is crazy. Like, you know, I already thought she was crazy from when we met. Like, everything was just weird. I was like, he has been following me. Like, he had to follow me tonight. Like, our first real date was at, like, Sonic's. Like, we just sit out at Sonic's and just ate I had some mozzarella sticks or something. And I swear, I thought he probably had followed me home at that point. It was just weird. I mean, he didn't live on the street when I was there, of course, but I don't know. You probably were there like 10 years prior or something.
He was little.
So I don't even know. It was just weird that he lived on the same street
that she was living on at the time I met her. Crazy. So, but that was the purpose of her. And I know when she came over, she was already going to be nosy. That's, you know what I'm saying? That was the deal. And I think even her first time there, once we did that, Marquita called. Can I say her name on the thing?
Okay, do what you want to do.
That's the daughter.
That's the other daughter. I'll try to put a picture.
Well, just a picture of Easter, really, just a little older.
Yeah.
But she came over and we had that conversation about her. And, you know.
So I guess we could tell that story.
That's a long story.
No, it ain't a long story. I can make a shortened version.
Well, your version is always a...
Well, you can correct me if I'm wrong. So with that situation, okay, we've gotten past, you know, okay, he has a daughter that's wheelchair bound and has cerebral palsy. And I didn't know anything other than like she was at her mom's and he had like they were like splitting the thing. I remember one time, I don't know, a few weeks later, you had brought her over and you were like, well, she probably ain't even gonna talk to you because
where? Your crib?
You know, your house. You had got you went and picked her up, and she was like, she funny acting. She loves her dad. She ain't gonna even, you know, probably say nothing to you. But Easter like warmed up to me like the very first time I met her, and he was shocked because of course, I guess because ain't nobody like been around Easter or whatever. Was the other chick around her?
What other chick? Which one?
Jan. What was her name?
Hey, let's go on.
Anyway.
She's making up names now.
There's so many, Jesus. So anyway, so, you know, check mark, you know, with Easter for the moment or whatever. So he was communicating with the second daughter. It was like a weird situation. Like he was like, oh, I've got to go send this girl, you know, send her money because she's supposed to be my daughter. And it would be random amounts of crazy, like, amount of money. But his thing was, I'm like, well, he had a relationship or sexual relationship, I don't know, with her mom back in the day. And when she said she was pregnant, his mom, were you military yet? You were military, right?
I don't know what I was. What year was that? No, it was right after she was born.
Okay. So
I was on the run. I was running. That's a whole nother. That's one.
So anyway,
I can't even divulge some information because even though she can't testify against me, but
be quiet. You say it too much. Anyway, so okay, so with that, what happened? I guess he was like, his mom was like, look, we'll raise the baby, you know, whatever. So the mom just like literally like left West Palm Beach and just kind of like fell off the face of the earth. He gets at this point, he joins the military. He gets a subpoena to go to child support court because now she's like, oh, well, this is your baby, blah, 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 or you know. So, of course, the military, they don't play. They shipped him back to West Palm Beach to go to court. She never showed. So, at that point, they threw the case out saying, well, it probably isn't your child. And I think she resurfaced, when she was a senior?
I got a call at the crib.
Yeah, and she was like cursing him out, and this is the daughter saying, you hadn't been there. He was like, hold up, like, you know, what are you talking about? You're not my child because of blah, blah, blah. Then he didn't hear from her for years. And then, of course, right before I come in, then she comes back into the picture. And so, long story short, he did a DNA test because he was like, if you're my child, you know, I'm not putting you on like life insurance and all this different stuff until we know for sure. So he did the test, or sent her a test, and it came back that she was his. But I was like, well, you really should ask for a photo because, like, you don't even know what she looks like or whatever. But by this point, he had already did the DNA test, spent the money for it. She sent the photo. Her and Easter are twins. I said, you could have saved that couple coins because they look like twins, literally. Okay, so then that makes 4 kids.
And then the other 2,
So that makes 4. Like, I knew about little Mike because he was already in the Air Force. I knew about his oldest, and then of course Easter. And then now we have the number 4.
And number 5 and 6, we just gonna
we ain't even going there because it ain't gonna be no more. It better not be no more. Okay, so now we're like, oh, it's a family of 4, but I'm like, okay, they're grown. But as our relationship and friendship grew deeper, he was like, I'm trying to get full custody of Easter because she wasn't being taken care of. And I guess I was just like, oh, okay, I guess I just didn't think of like, oh, the responsibilities, or I don't know what I was thinking. I just knew I had fallen in love with him. I was in love with you at that point.
Yeah, see, you got jokes, huh?
You knew I loved you because he wanted to get married right away, and I was like, no, within 3 months. So, anyways, you got custody of Easter. It was like December of 2012. We met in like September of 2012. Mm-hmm. And then your mom passed away. Mm-hmm. In January of 2013. So it was like a lot of stuff. But he got custody, and then it was like, wow, like this is like legit real when it came to.
So what is this family?
I don't know. Blended family.
Oh, okay. You blended just one person of the family, but anyway, that's fine. But to be.
Well, Jeff was younger. He was, 13, I think?
We talking about mental children first. And get. But I did want her to know, and I do want everybody that's listening to this, because I know a lot of y'all may be saying, oh my God, a handicapped child. And it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of
sacrifice.
Patience you got to have. I can go on and on about that. But when I met her and before we actually got to this point of marriage, I told her, if you just take care of me, I'll take care of Easter. I didn't marry her to help me take care of Easter. I didn't need an aid for Easter. Aid was coming back and forth. I was working at me and Easter. We was getting that together. So I want everybody to know that first and foremost.
Oh, to make it seem like, you just married somebody.
I married somebody to help me with my daughter. That's in.
He already.
That wasn't. That, as a matter of fact, I even told her that if you take care of me, I'll take. You ain't got to be concerned about Easter.
He still says that.
I'll take care of Easter. Yeah. Just take care of me.
But the situation was like.
And she ain't got to bathe me but once every other week. I'm just kidding, y'all.
But yeah, it was definitely. I guess like I didn't realize like everything that it entailed. I just knew the situation that she was in was not a good one. It wasn't healthy. Easter's health was really bad then. Like seizures, like it was bad. And it just broke my heart. Like I just knew like, wow, God, like this man really loves. I'm not saying like, he really loves his children. Because you have men that love their children, but as for a single man to say, I'm going to raise my daughter that has a mental handicap that's like pretty much 24/7 around the clock, that's something you really normally don't see. And a lot of people will think like, oh, well, she must doesn't stay with you guys full time. Like, yeah. Like, she sees MOM, what?
She probably won't know what she look like no more.
Once every 3 months, maybe she would go to her house, if that.
It depends on situations, believe me.
Because it's been...
Well, I know, and she spoke about a single dad, and I guess we'll get back to the blended family, but if you're a single dad and you are actually a black single dad, let me put it that way, or you may have African-American blood in you, mix, or however you want to say it, be strong. I want to say that. Be strong. In my situation at one time, it took a little more because I was a single black man. And I got a call from the state because of the program I was with my daughter. They said I was the only single black man raising a single black daughter with mentally and physical disabilities in the state at one time. They say they really don't see that single black man. They see a lot of single black women, single women, and sometimes they see, of course, white men, but they'll stand with moms and grandmas or whatever.
Or they put them in a home.
And I just, I was approached with that, put in this special program in these homes and she can go live over there and you come see her. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So it's been a sacrifice. My wife has been a great help. And we all have to make sacrifices with that. And if your child is not even handicapped or disabled or physically challenged or mentally challenged, y'all know it's a challenge anyway with children. Yeah. Especially with today's society and everything is at their hands. And, so I want to encourage all of y'all, be patient with them. Be creative. Be very creative with them. Yeah. And some of y'all have some very, very bright children. We watch some of you guys' videos and follow you guys. Some of y'all have some extremely talented and gifted children. It is truly amazing. So